We'll be talking about Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley figures. And the first one I wanted to show off is the AEW Unrivaled Series 2 Jon Moxley. Now I'm going to start with the AEW figure first, and then I'll do the Elites. But this is the first AEW figure that has been released of Jon Moxley. This one comes with the AEW Championship. I don't think in the Series 1 they had anybody with the AEW Championship. I could be wrong. Chris Jericho could have been the first one, but I don't think so. Now, this AEW figure is pretty good. The cool thing about the AEW figures, they really have attention to detail. So you can tell with the hair and with the head sculpt, it's pretty good. They even have the cut on there. That's pretty cool. They have the red hair and everything. They got his face pretty good. Here's the AEW Championship. Pretty nice figure, in my opinion, especially like the first Jon Moxley figure. There's a whole bunch of Jon Moxley AEW figures. There might be more Jon Moxley figures than they have WWE Elite Dean Ambrose figures. There's a lot of Jon Moxley figures, but here's a picture, and I love these style of boxes. I love these AEW style boxes. Here's the back of it, you know, his championship win. Here's the lineup. I have all of those guys. Not much else I can say about it. Great attire, great accessory, great look. AEW, they get their figures right. Even though I don't really watch AEW, they get their figures right. The one I want to talk about is the Series 5 Unrivaled Jon Moxley figure. Again, he has the AEW World Championship. There's not much changed on this one than the other one. The head sculpt changed, though. You can tell the head sculpt changed. They don't have the cut. The hairstyle's pretty different. Pants are a little bit different. They're not that much different, but they are different. Again, really good figure, really good attention to detail. The cool thing about the AEW figures, I know I said it earlier that they're pretty detailed, but you can tell that they don't really change the head sculpt that much. Like, even though it is a different head sculpt with like a different expression on it, like you can still tell it's Jon Moxley. It still looks like Jon Moxley. Like, even though they changed the expression and everything, they changed everything pretty much about the head sculpt, but it's also still the same. So that's really cool. Here's the AEW Championship again. Sorry if the lighting's a little bit weird on this one than all the other ones. I recently got my TV and my Xbox, and my lights are sitting on my Xbox, so that it's like higher. It's a little bit. It's like on top of my Xbox. I thought it was a perfect place to put it because that's where my Xbox. It's perfect. It's perfect right now, so that's where I'm keeping it. But yeah, this one doesn't have a protector. Now I did have a protector on this one, but I took it off because I started getting more rare figures, 1 of 3,000s and stuff like that, and I decided to get those, and I was going to end up getting protectors for these, but I just haven't got around to it. So yeah, that's why that one doesn't have a protector and the other one did, and we'll get right into the next Jon Moxley figure. This Jon Moxley figure, and the last Jon Moxley figure I wanted to talk about is the AEW Shop exclusive 1 of 3,000 Jon Moxley figure. I absolutely love this figure. You can tell they didn't really change the head sculpt that much from the other one. I actually believe it's the same one, so even though they changed it from Series 2 to Series 5, they didn't change it here. But this one is exclusive. They didn't change the pants either. Like, I'm looking at the other one, they didn't change the pants either. But they did put on like this Moxley shirt or whatever. It's a Shop AEW exclusive one. The cool thing about these is you can only get them on the shop, and they're limited. So once they go out, it's pretty hard to get one, because the moment that they go live, people are scrambling to get them. I got lucky with this one. I saw on Twitter, I was scrolling through Twitter, and a guy that I follow was like, hey, the Jon Moxley figure is out. Go get it. And I was like, oh no, like, when did he post this? 8 minutes ago. I was like, oh shit. So I clicked on there, and 1,600 of them were already sold in 8 minutes. So more than half of them were already sold. So, but I was lucky enough to grab one. So I got one. I actually had to wait in the line for like 15 minutes to actually be able to check out. But I was lucky enough to have one already. Like, it was already guaranteed to me. I just had to check it out. Like, they weren't going to be like, oh, well, it's been too long, you know, you're in line too long, you can't check out now because they're all sold out. No, they already had this one for me. So that's really cool. Now, the cool thing about the Shop AEW ones is the boxes are specifically custom to the wrestler themselves. So kind of like the Ringside collectibles. I would say this is kind of like a Ringside exclusive, how they do it, even though they do have their own AEW figures as well. They do the same thing on the shop, the AEW shop. Here is the custom box. Now, I thought this was an actual sticker, and I was like, oh man, but no, this is actually on the box, so that's really cool. Like, it's actually in the box. It's a part of the box, so you can't, like, it's not like an actual sticker. This is really cool, very, very sweet. I'm really happy to have gotten it. It says watch AEW, and I'm like, no, really sweet, really, really sweet, and I'm so glad to have it. So now we're going to get into the Elite, and I do have 3 of them, but I don't have one of them with me. It is the SummerSlam 2018 Elites. I have that Dean Ambrose, but I just don't have it with me. It's in Washington at the moment, so I should be able to get it soon. My friend that has it, she is moving here soon, so I'm hoping to get it from her, or she can ship it. So we've kind of been like talking about that, but anyways, the first one I want to talk about is the Series 31 Dean Ambrose. This is a really cool one. I believe this is his first one. I really do think this is his first one. I'm positive about it. So obviously Shield, obviously, but he has the United States Championship, and he has the camcorder when they used to like be backstage, you know, recording, and he would like have the recorder like this and be talking. So yeah, it comes with a camcorder, and it comes with the United States Championship. It comes with some dog tags. The only bad thing, it doesn't come with a vest. It doesn't come with like an entrance vest that he would come out with. That's the only bad thing about it. But other than that, really nice figure. Really good start to Dean Ambrose. It kind of looks like Dean Ambrose. It's their first start to the Elite, so I'm not going to give him too much crap. But it does kind of look like Dean Ambrose. Like, it really kind of does. It kind of looks like that guy from Toy Soldiers, like the general from Toy Soldiers, the bad guys of the movie. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. And here's the back. Pretty good picture. Here's the lineup here. I don't think I have any of these actually. I might have the Kane. I forget if I showed that. I think I might have the Vader and the Rock. I don't have the Usos, which will actually be in the next video. Very good start to Dean Ambrose. The last Elite that I'm going to show off is his Series 36 Elite. This is him out of the Shield. Pretty cool looking picture, and I do dig this figure. It does kind of look like Dean Ambrose. The only problem is he has a weird facial expression. Like, I don't know why they chose that facial expression, but like, look at it. It just, I don't know. It kind of looks like Dean Ambrose, but it also kind of looks like a horse. I don't know what that's all about. It's cool that it comes with a kendo stick. But also, like, what's up with this pose? Like, why is he posing like that? Like, it's like his arms like this, like yeah, like, I don't know, like a crane. He has that weird pose, and I don't know what he's doing with his legs. Like, is that like a thing he did a lot? I don't understand it. I don't know if he was like, they're trying to do like the samurai thing where he had like a kendo stick, he's like that, and he has like the, I don't know what the hell they were doing. Like, I don't understand it. It comes with a cool hoodie, which is really cool. It says includes hooded vest, so I'm assuming you can take it off. But other than that, like, I don't know what's up with that pose. I don't know why he has the crane look. I don't understand. Here's the back. Very cool standing picture. Dean Ambrose, Money in the Bank, 2014. Hell yeah. You know, former affiliation, the Shield. Look at that logo. Yeah, I got the logo in the back here. Ugh. Yeah, look at that logo. Yeah, this is when I was like super into Dean Ambrose at the time. I loved Dean Ambrose at the time, so I got a shirt. That lineup's pretty cool. That Bo Dallas, Stardust, you know, all these guys. I don't have any of these guys. I've seen the Diamond Dallas page on sale at the mall, and I just didn't get it. Very good figure. And this is the last one I could show for right now, and let's get right into the ones that I'm missing. So I'm going to start off with the AEW figures first, and the first one that I'm missing is the Series 5 1 of 5,000 figure, and this one's a really nice figure. The cool thing about these is they just make them so much different. They make them a lot more different. The box is really the same, but the picture on the box, the picture on the back of the box is really different, and the figure itself's really different. And this one, he comes with like an eye patch of some sort. I don't watch AEW, so I don't know what this is or what this is referencing to, but the shirt's really nice. It's a really cool shirt, really cool bandana on his eye anyways, and the jacket's cool, and I'm assuming you can remove all of this stuff. It's really nice. The color scheme on the pants is really cool. The shoes, really nice fit. It all fits together, and it's a really good looking figure. Now, this is something that I'm hoping people don't know if you can remove the vest or not. You should never open these. If you do, like a dumbass, it's a really good figure. I mean, it's just a really good figure. I usually go in order, but I already recorded the Series 5, a rare one, and I kind of went out of order by accident, just because how I put the figure pictures in the notes, and I just put it in there wrong. So the next one we're going to talk about is the Series 2 1 of 500 rare. I don't know when they started doing like the 1 of 5,000 and 1 of 3,000, because the rare ones used to be 1 of 500, and then the Chase editions used to be 1 of 1,000. This one's really rare, and you can tell they changed the picture on it. It's pretty much the same, but it's different. Like, he just has a different pose. Like, one of them, he's holding the championship like this, and one of them is around and he's just like that. But you can tell it's the same, so they really could have used the same figure and just put some different stuff, but they didn't. They used a completely different figure. They don't have the cut there anymore. You know, they changed the hair, they changed the head sculpt, and they put a different shirt on him, and they have the accessories as the bottles that Chris Jericho would have, and they changed the pants. And this one's a really nice one. Again, just don't open these. I don't know why you would open these unless you're gonna make content about opening it, but this one's a really nice figure, and I don't think I'll be ever getting these. Now, these 1 of 500s are super rare, obviously. Super rarity means very high in value, so this is obviously going to be high in value. It's probably like $500 or something like that. I don't know. I'll find a picture of how much it is, but it's not going to be cheap. And the next Jon Moxley figure I'm going to talk about is the Series 8 Unrivaled figure. And I don't know about this one. I'm not digging this one that much, honestly. It looks a bit more basic than the other ones. And it's kind of a downgrade to the ones earlier. And I don't know why, because obviously those were earlier in the line, so you think they'll be getting better, but this one's just not as good. There's not much I can say about it. The jacket's kind of cool, you know. There's not much else I can say about it. I mean, the picture's okay. I don't know. It's just not a good one, honestly. In my opinion, it's just not as good as the other one. And the next Jon Moxley figure I want to talk about is this Series 8 Chase Edition, the 1 of 5,000. And again, this one's just no different. I don't know if they're getting lazy because they're pumping out more or what, but this one, I don't know. I don't like this one. It's just not as good. And honestly, it might even be a step down, which is actually rare, pun intended. But it's actually pretty rare that the rare editions are worse than the regular ones. And this one's just like, it's just one of those cases. I don't know. It's just not that good. I don't know. I'm not digging this one at all, honestly. The next one I want to talk about is Dean Ambrose Series 25, and earlier I said that the Series 31 was the first one, and obviously I was wrong because there's a Series 25, and this one has the same camcorder. There's not much else different from that, but I like this one more. I don't know if they went from, like, the head sculpt, I don't know, it looks like somebody else now. Like, I can't put my finger on it. It's like a, I don't know, it looks like a celebrity, and I can't put my finger on it. It's like Steven Seagal or something like that. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. He comes with the camcorder again, and he comes with a steel chair. Now, I do like this one more because he comes with the vest. Like, honestly, it's because he comes with the vest, and he comes with a steel chair. Even though the other one comes with the United States Championship. This one, in my opinion, is just a little bit better, like with the attire anyways. And that's all I can really say about it. It's not much different than the other one, except for the head sculpt and the steel chair and the vest. But everything else, you know, even the camcorder, is pretty much the same. And the next one I want to talk about is the Series 41. Yes, Series 41. Again, other than the series number, I really do like this figure. It's perfect. He has a great shirt, a great attire. The head sculpt looks like Dean Ambrose. The hair looks like Dean Ambrose, and the attire is really good. And the accessories, I don't know what's up with this. This is like one of the best pictures I could find, and for some reason they just don't have the hat. Like it's the WrestlingFigures.com figure, or WrestlingFigures.com picture. So usually they're pretty good with it. They pretty have like high quality pictures and everything like that. But he's missing the cap in this one. I don't understand why he's missing the cap in this picture. But he does come with a cop's hat, as you can see. And it comes with nightsticks, so I do remember him like coming out like this. But really good figure, really good accessories if you could see the cops hats, but I don't know why you can't in this picture. I'll probably show another picture where you can, but I don't understand why you can't see it in this one. Like, I don't know what Wrestling Figures was doing with it. I don't know, they just didn't have it in there, so I don't know. But other than that, really good figure. And the next one I want to talk about is a Series 48 figure, and I don't know about this one. Like, they need to stop showing this goofy one, like this goofy head sculpts of Dean Ambrose. Like, I know he was goofy sometimes, but this one is pretty close to the one of him, like having Seth Rollins open the briefcase and all the green stuff come out. So that's pretty close to that head sculpt or that facial expression, and I don't know why they keep using it. Like, I understand he was a silly guy sometimes, but just imagining kids like grabbing these figures and like opening them up and like trying to play with it with this head sculpt on just makes no sense. Like, he's not gonna wrestle with this facial expression the entire time. It's just weird to me. But the shirt's okay. I do like the regular one, like the more simple one where it's just the D and the A and like it's just that. But this one's a little bit more, and it doesn't look as good, but it's still an okay shirt. And it says, it comes with the mic. Pants are really good. Now there's something that he has in his hands, and I can't figure out what it is. I don't know if it's like a stand or something like that. I'm gonna have to move the picture so I can see what it says on the top. and it says a fire extinguisher. I can't really see it that well. I can tell it is a fire extinguisher, like it has the hose on the bottom. You can see the red part. It was confusing to me because it kind of blends in with the box itself. So it was kind of confusing what he had in his hand, but yeah, he has a fire extinguisher, and that's a really good accessory for Dean Ambrose. And the mic's okay. I mean, he wasn't like the greatest talker, but you know, he's gotten a lot better. Pretty good accessories. Facial expression is just not there. The hair is really good. Facial expression is just not there. The shirt's okay, and other than that, his attire is really good. Even though the shirt's not the best, but I mean, it is something Dean Ambrose would wear all the time. And the next Dean Ambrose figure I want to talk about is a Series 58. And this is more of a nostalgic hit for me because I know he would always come out when I was watching. He would always come out with that wife beater. You know, the attire is really nice. I really love this attire. You can tell they kind of reused the shirt from the other series, which is okay. I'm giving it more of a pass because I like this shirt. I don't know what they do with the Dean Ambrose head sculpts, but it always looks like Dean Ambrose, like some way. Like in other figures, you can tell they just don't put in as much effort. But this one, I guess they just can't get Dean Ambrose wrong, really. It really looks like Dean Ambrose. And the Intercontinental Championship, fantastic accessory. Intercontinental Championship is second, in my opinion, to the Tag Team Championships when it comes to like figures that have championships and how they look. The Intercontinental Championship always looks good, and this is a pretty good figure. There's not much I can say about it. It's pretty much basic Dean Ambrose, but it's nostalgic Dean Ambrose in my opinion, and the accessories are really good. The next one I want to talk about is the Series 63, and this might be his last one before he was released from the company. It's an okay figure. Like I was saying earlier, they made him look like Dean Ambrose all the time. This one's kind of off a little bit. He kind of has like a big nose. Other than that, it's a good figure. I'm not really sure what this attire is from. It could be from when they had like the Shield reunion. Other than that, it's a really good figure. It looks good. The attire is pretty good though. I like how it says like includes interchangeable hands. Like that's the big selling point. Like forgetting about the ladder and the damn steel chair, they just didn't put that in the includes section of the figure. It just says interchangeable hands. Like that's the thing that we're most excited about, not the ladder. Other than that, it's a really good one. This True FX, the second they use the True FX, it always like doesn't look like the wrestler that it's supposed to be betraying. But other than that, it's a really good figure, and I think that was the last one in the number series. It's probably the last one before he got out. Is the one that I actually do have, and it's the SummerSlam one, because I do have it. It's just in Washington right now. This figure is pretty funny. Like, I like it and I don't. And the reason I don't and I do is because of facial expression. Like, why do they have... It's a funny-ass facial expression. I don't understand why they had this facial expression going on the head sculpt, but I've seen it before, and I'm trying to remember where I've seen it. It's either like when Seth Rollins opened the briefcase and then like all the green shit splattered on his face. I don't know if that was when I've seen this facial expression or when Seth Rollins actually like turned on the Shield and hit Roman Reigns with the chair. I've seen this facial expression. It might not even been in this Titantron. I'll show it, but yeah, like I'll find it and I'll show it. But I don't know. This facial expression is funny to me. Now, about the figure itself, it's a really good figure. It has a really cool shirt. I love the detail on this shirt as a figure, like in figure form. It's really good. They do really good on the shirts and like on the little small details on the attire in a figure form. It's crazy. Like, it's so small. I don't understand how they do it so well. Like with Roman Reigns when he had the vest. I didn't show it, but they would have like his logo, like the logo really small right here, and it looked really, really good. And he has the Tag Team Championships. I really dig the Tag Team Championships. If you didn't watch the last video, I was going on about how I love the Tag Team Championships. They look really nice, and they honestly look better than all the other championships in figure form. But other than that, it's a really nice figure. I really love this figure. It's a sweet figure. The head sculpt, like I said, it's the only thing that I would say is bad, even though it's not really bad. It's just funny. The attire is really good. The pants are really good. The shoes, you know, it just captures Dean Ambrose perfectly. This figure captures Dean Ambrose perfectly, even with the head sculpt, because I say I don't like it and I do, and the head sculpt just captures him perfectly. He just makes weird facial expressions like this, and it's really funny. But other than that, really, really good figure. And the last Dean Ambrose figure I want to talk about is his Network Spotlight, and this one's okay. It's an okay figure. I don't know if it's like the quality of the picture. This is the only picture I could find of this one at the moment, so I don't know if it's the quality, but it just looks a little bit more basic. Now this head sculpt, I don't know. It looks kind of like the SummerSlam one where he has like the weird eyes. This is obviously when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and then cashed in the main event to win the championship. I'm assuming that's why he has the Money in the Bank and the championship. Now, I'm saying I'm assuming, but I'm actually positive because he has that. That was the only night he ever held the briefcase. Great accessories on this, with a great attire and everything. This box is just kind of weird to me. I do love the network spotlight, actual like the colors of it and everything like that. But it's just the weird, I don't know, it goes weird with the figure itself. I don't know what it is about it. I think it might be the blue. It's a really good figure, and it's just the head sculpt's a little bit off, but other than that, it's a really good figure. And that was all my Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley figures. Now, I think the next one I'm going to do is the Bloodline, so I'm going to do the Usos and Sami Zayn together. Solo Sikoa doesn't have any figures, and I've already done Roman Reigns, obviously, so I'm just going to do those. Maybe I'll do a Paul Heyman, too. Like, if he doesn't have any figures, like, by themselves, but he does have some build figures, so I might just show those off, even though it's probably just going to be outside of the box. You know, people build it up and then post a picture of it outside of the box, so I'll show those, too. That was the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed. This is JC Sanchez, out.